Alright, we're going to do blood splatters today. What I got here is a couple pages that I'm going to add blood to. I add my blood not in the computer. I like to do it freestyle, old school blood, I guess. So I laid out a couple pages right here on my kitchen table. The first thing you do, obviously, mask off the areas that you do not want to get blood on. So let's see. This fucking thing. I masked off like one area right here. Just keep ripping pieces of. I just rip pieces of old magazines that I don't care about. And then just put it right there, and we're gonna tape that off. Let's see. Right here, I got this blank panel. This is gonna be pure blood. So we'll do that. There. That. I'm gonna tape them off after I set it up. And this one, I'm gonna do blood splatter right there. I don't put blood. Every time I draw blood, I'm not gonna put blood splatter on everything. It's just certain things. Like I just use common sense. Like if she's gonna rip out this guy's throat, there's gonna be more than just me coloring this in. You want like a full-on Kill Bill splatter effect going on, like shooting everywhere. I like that stuff from a lot of Japanese horror movies and things like that. So get more magazine pieces. Let's set this down for a second. I'm going to tape down these pages because I always end up moving shit and messes everything up. So just get some artist tape so you don't rip your paper. Artist tape, drafting tape, that kind of tape. If you use other tape, it could rip your paper and fuck up your drawing. Sorry, I need two hands to do this. It's not like I got like a tripod or anything set up in my kitchen, so bear with it. Let's take this. This isn't really time consuming. It may seem like it, but it's totally worth it. If you try to make blood splatters in the computer, to me it just looks, I don't know, mechanical. There's no naturalness to it, organicness, as the hippies say. But I don't say that because I don't like hippies. They bother me. Alright, got all that done. Not very prepared. I'm gonna go get my ink. and we'll start splattering. Be right back. Alright, my art pen that I just use if I go to like live drawing shows and stuff. What I use is old school Dr. P.H. Martin's Fine Art Watercolor Deep Red Rose. Also, if you want a little darker effects, he has this transparent watercolor, which I don't really use too much. That's a good one. There's also Pelican. I like Pelican. It works pretty well. But we're going to use Dr. Martin's because I like Dr. Martin boots and I like Dr. P.H. Martin's ink. So that's what we'll do. You don't want to get, you want to get like, I don't know, almost paint in a way where it's gonna be thick and not transparent. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I put them in these little cups. These cups, I don't buy them. Just go to El Pollo Loco or Rubio's or any of those Mexican food places and just take them. So that's what I do. This down. And just gonna pour in a good amount for my blood. Screw that on. Alright, so this is how I do blood. I use a toothbrush. People always ask me how I do blood. That's why I'm doing this tutorial. I use a toothbrush. I've been using this toothbrush for a long time. I got it from, I think, one of my friends. They were gonna throw it away. It's a little kid's toothbrush. It's like a little starter toothbrush for little babies and shit. I like it because it's tiny and it fits in my bins and doesn't take up a lot of room. So what we're gonna do is you dip it, get it kind of saturated in the corner, and you just use your finger, think about the direction you're gonna go for your splatter, and bam. You know, there's your blood. That's all you gotta do. And after a while you learn how to use the toothbrush more effectively, and then I even like paint with it a little bit. You know what I mean? So there's one good splatter. I like it. Let's move on to the next. The more splatter you want, the more you gotta saturate that brush. If you don't want too much splatter, then you gotta get some of that ink off. This guy right here, I'm gonna just do enough. That seems good enough. This one, and also think about the direction the blood's shooting, and that's the way you're gonna flick it. This one is, looks like a bite. There we go, the focused. I'm gonna shoot it this way. You know, I'm gonna dip it a little bit. Let's try it one more time. Done. Now I got this one. And make sure, you know, don't do this on your mom's table. This is my own table. I don't give a fuck what I do with it. Here we go. But I still, you know, I wash my table afterwards. And that is all I needed. Also, what I do sometimes, if that's just too red for me, I'll throw in a little bit of black ink, and I'll lightly flick that on there. So I guess I'll do that real quick. So I use only black ink I use Sumi. I like Sumi ink. It's black, black, black. It's like super fucking black. So we'll get that. And you don't need to use a new cup. Just fucking pour it right on top of the red ink you just used. Alright, see that? That's the red ink I just used, and I poured that big old black chunk on there. I'm gonna wipe off some of this. Sorry for all the camera moves. I don't got a tripod like I said. So dip. Got some black on it. I'm gonna try it first on this magazine to see what it looks like. See, that's too much for me, so I'm gonna just keep splattering until I'm not getting that much. Think of it like airbrush, I guess. Shit, like ghetto airbrush. So I'm gonna throw just a little bit, get some black on there, and you want to. I like to do it while the red is still wet, because as it dries, that black's gonna absorb into it and make like it just, I don't know, just blends in by itself a little nice. So that's it. I got all that done, and don't take the tape off. Let all that shit dry. Probably like, I don't know, like a half an hour or something. I'm gonna go get lunch, so when I'm come back, peel it off and it's done. There you have it. That is how I do blood splatters. And then of course in Photoshop, like all this stuff that's not filled in for blood, I still fill that in red in Photoshop, and I just do it as on multiply whatever, and just drop it straight on top of it, and then it'll just, the blood that you made will still show predominantly and all that stuff. So, and that's it.